last session, we discussed about a hierarchy of SQL Server in a machine. And yeah, we made four statements on this. OS is collection of instances. Instance is collection of databases. Database is collection of schemas. Schema is collection of objects. That part we have discussed. Okay. And okay, today we'll discuss about editions of SQL Server. Okay. Yeah. So the next topic will be editions of SQL Server. Now, in these editions of SQL Server, one edition we have that is called Enterprise Edition. This is one edition, which is actually a paid edition. It is what it is? Paid edition. So if you purchase this software, then you are available with this. Okay. Enterprise edition. And what do you get? This is like you get to use large scale applications. Enterprise edition is helpful for what? Large scale applications. And then you find supports all features of SQL Server. Yes. Whatever the features we are provided with SQL Server, all the features are available in it. Okay. And it will be suitable for both environments. Best for cluster and non-cluster environments. Yeah. Non-cluster in the sense standalone environment. Okay. That is best suited for both types of environments. And then you would find that maximum database size will be of 524 petabyte. 524 petabyte. What is petabyte? Is 1024 TB, that is terabytes, is equals to 1 petabyte. Okay. And we don't have any limits now. No limit for nodes in cluster environment. Yeah. You can have n number of servers. And how many instances you can have? Maximum of 50 instances is provided in what? Non-cluster environment. Yes. These are the properties, you can say, of Enterprise Edition. There is one more called Evaluation Edition. One more edition. Evaluation Edition. And interesting thing is, it is free. During installation, you'll experience all this. When you download the software, you experience all this. Yeah. Evaluation Edition is what? Free. And what is the process of Evaluation Edition? You know, it is similar to Enterprise Edition. Evaluation Edition, it is free and it is similar to what? Enterprise Edition. Then why people have to purchase? They can go with Evaluation Edition. But Evaluation Edition has one limit. What is it? But will expire after 180 days. That is the problem. The problem with whom? Evaluation Edition. Yes. During installation of SQL Server, it will ask you which edition you want to install. If If you have a license key, it means you're going with enterprise edition. If you don't have license key, it means you're going with evaluation edition. Comparison, I'm saying comparison. Key is there, enterprise edition. Key is not there, then evaluation edition. And when it will expire? After 180 days. And after expiry, you can't even upgrade the software. That is another problem. We cannot upgrade the software. Yes. So evaluation edition is free. Then we have standard edition. Yes, this is one more edition. Suitable for medium scale applications. This also will support all features of SQL Server. But the problem is best for non-cluster environment. This is not suitable for cluster environment. Non-cluster means what? Standalone. Single server you have, then think about this edition. Comparison wise also, cost wise also, enterprise edition may be little costly compared to standard edition, because enterprise edition is full software. All facilities are available in it. All facilities. And now very shortly I'll show you how to know which edition is installed in your machine. Software version you will get to know, version release you'll get to know, but edition how to know, that I'll show you very shortly. Yeah, and database size, no restrictions. Yeah, maximum database size same they give for even standard edition. But one restriction they give, this is no limit, no limit there. Here they gave a provision to have supports only two nodes in cluster environment. Maximum of 50 instances in non-cluster environment. Yes. Now, what differences you see? What differences? Suitable for non-cluster. And second, what did I say? Second, what did I say? Not suitable. And nodes, there is unlimited nodes in enterprise edition. Here, 2 nodes only we have a cluster environment. 50 instances for non-cluster environment. Same, it is no change. Okay. And next, along with all these, remember one more point, please. There is one more edition which is mostly used. That is called developer edition. Developer edition. This is also one edition. But this is not used much in, real time. This will be suitable for testing purpose. If you have any database which is being used for testing purpose, or if you have any application connecting with database is available for testing purpose, then they think about this edition. Yeah, for building, testing, and demonstrating all SQL Server functionality. Yes. Especially in a scenario of testing purpose. Especially when you want to, demonstrate something, before it is actually implemented. Then in that case, they think about this developer edition. There is one more edition is there. That is called as work group edition. This is also one edition we have. And this will be suitable for small applications. For small applications, they use workgroup edition. There is one more edition that is called web edition. Web edition. This is used for websites and web applications. For that reason, they use web edition. Is it because it is being used in websites, web applications, will it be secure? 100% security, no doubt in it. Provide secure, cost effective. That also we can add. Cost effective and scalable platform for websites and web applications. And finally, I would conclude one edition which is always free for you, free. That is called Express Edition, which I don't recommend, especially when you are learning administration, not recommended, because Express Edition is free edition. Free edition. For what? Small web and server-based applications. Yes. What do you call that as? Express Edition. Free. Database size will be limited. All latest features of SQL Server Microsoft has disabled in it. Only basic functionality, basic tasks related to database that you can perform. And Express Edition, you can't go even for automation. Lot of facilities, I'm saying, lot of features are disabled. Lot of features. Basic things you can do. Advanced things, nothing we do, nothing. Latest version, I'm saying, latest versions of SQL Server, its Express Edition is available for you. No license, nothing. Download, install, bus, that's it. And what I did here, I just have listed all those important points that we usually come across to decide what edition of SQL Server. And you know one thing, even Microsoft gives you very excellent documentation about each edition, about each editions with respect to their features, how it will be suitable, how it will provide a usage in the implementation part. Everything Microsoft will provide. Because this is not practical, no? This is not practical. This is about company's commitment, Microsoft commitment. Only when company feels that this is what they need, Microsoft is providing, then only they will invest, no? Then only they will purchase the software. When what they need is not provided by the company, then why people will purchase the software? Why people will invest in that software? You understand? I listed important points, but when you go through, what do you call? Microsoft calls MSDN, documentation, Microsoft documentation. For every subject, they give a very neat and clear detailed information about edition. That is the reason, as I said, we are the one who makes decision in the company which edition to be installed for so and so project. We should take a decision of it. We are the one who is going to decide. That is the reason any release whenever Microsoft introduces any release related to that editions, a detailed documentation is provided. So as a DBA, you always need to upgrade. New release has come. Immediately, first thing that people should do is think about focus on what new features Microsoft has added, and even you have to go through what are the different editions Microsoft has introduced, and in the editions, what features Microsoft is providing. You should know that. You understand what I'm saying, right? But make sure, please, very clear. I'm saying from day one. Again, I repeat, DBA is not theory. You remember I said in my demo class, DBA is not theory. DBA is all about practical. I said we need around 4 to 5 sessions at least. I said that we need to have so that all basics, fundamentals of SQL Server we can cover. Then your practical starts. From then you require to have a daily practice, daily practice. You have to go through again and again the implementations. Then only you can keep in a track of working on it. Even if you are a fresher, still questions will be focused on. They'll ask you, did you implement DBA in a learning environment, or did you implement DBA in your real-time environment? Fine. If you're not experienced, nothing to hide in it. Yes, doesn't matter. Like sometimes experienced people cannot answer. A fresher will answer those queries, because that fellow has spent a lot of time on practice, lot of time on finding out various solutions to different process that which he or she has to face in your practice environment. Okay, editions of what? SQL Server. Okay, and one more part also I'll highlight. One more part, and that point is, remember, services in SQL Server. From past 2 days, I'm talking on the services. Different tools I was opening. Services, MSC. And one more tool, SQL Server Configuration Manager. One more tool. What were all these? These are tools. Yes, to check what services. But something interesting, what I find is, just saying a word service is not sufficient unless you're not comfortable in describing what is a service. Yes, define service. Define service. A service is a long running program which takes request and gives response. Yeah, it is like what? What is it? It is a program. Service is like program. What is the role of that program? The role of that program is whatever we ask, it should take that, process that, and respond it. Respond it. Which takes request and gives response. And what do you find? Yeah, interesting thing. Whenever SQL Server is installed, it creates some services in the system. Yes, some services. Which services? Simple. I'll say what services. One category is called instance aware services. And second category, instance unaware services. It means in some cases, instance is known about that service. In some cases, instance is not aware of that service. Like what? SQL server service. Yes, bracket mein instance name will be there. That is instance aware service. One more is there. SQL server agent service. Yeah. This also bracket mein instance name will be there. SQL server full text service. Yeah. Here also brackets mein instance name will be there. Whichever instance, default instance, named instance, but instance name will be available. And then you will have SQL server reporting services. Yes, you will have even instance name in it. SQL server analysis services. Then also you will have instance name in it. Yes. SQL Server service, SQL Server agent service, SQL Server full text service, reporting services, analysis services, all are related. These all are, they all are attached with instance name beside them. Instance name will be there. Either default instance name will be there or named instance will be there. If it is default instance name, the name will be MS SQL Server. Named instance is your choice. Your choice. And for instance unaware services, which instance is not aware of? Instance is not aware of. One SQL server integration services. But that's it. Beside that, you won't have instance name. Like for other services, as instance name is assigned, like that for integration services, instance name will not be assigned. Will not be assigned. Yes, that is the reason why it is called instance unaware services. Reason. You should be very clear, please. Is it the only one? No, lot of are there. I'll write one more. SQL server browser service. One more is there. SQL server browser service. Yes. What service it is? Browser service. Beside that, you won't have instance name. One more is there. One more. SQL server VSS writer. One more service will be there. What is VSS? Volume and shadow service we call. Volume and shadow service. This regarding this service, I'll explain you when we go with a module called backup restore recovery. In that module, I'll explain you about this service, VSS writer. Two types of services, instance aware, instance unaware. You better call, na? You can call instance unaware. You can call by another name. Yeah, you can call, no doubt in it. Or you call shared services. Shared service. Okay. And one more thing. Before you start installation of SQL Server, remember these are the system requirements. Compulsory, this should be matching. I'm talking about real time. That what are the things needed? What is it? What do you need? First and foremost, fundamental point. What is it? Compulsory. Whenever you install SQL Server software, you have to install .NET Framework 3.5. Must. Without it, you can't go with installation. Must needed. Before installation of SQL Server. That is also one separate software you have to download. Usually with your operating system itself, you'll get this. But what Microsoft has done now, Microsoft with the Windows 11, with Windows 10, Microsoft has provided .NET Framework 4.0 providing. 3.5 they are not providing now. That is the reason you have to separately download and install. Before I'll do the same when I show you probably in a day or two, when I show you installation part. Definitely you people will experience on that day. You will experience. And for example, assume without installing .NET Framework, you want to see how .NET Framework software will be. It is like this. This PC, E drive here. Can you see? Here, one application will be there. 1 second. Let me show you. Here, .NET FX35. .NET FX35. And you see description. Can you find below this file description? .NET Framework 3.5 setup. .NET Framework 3.5 setup it is. Doesn't matter. If it is there, it will give you the message. If it is already there in your machine, and if you start installation, it will give you the information. It will say that .NET Framework is already there in your system. If it is not there, it will download, it will install. And without installing .NET Framework, if you blindly start installation, and after installation, during installation, every time software will check. Framework is there or not, framework is there or not. If at all it doesn't find framework, but in between only, it will stop the installation, giving you with a message, error message, saying that .NET Framework 3.5 is not available, cannot continue installation. Cannot continue installation. That is the reason this is strongly recommended. That is the reason what I usually do in my classes. Whenever installation session I'm planning, to demonstrate you all types of installations. Real time may we don't use, that is secondary, but interview point of view, you should be aware, na? When you're at a learning stage, when you're at your learning point, definitely you need to have all the things to be covered to have knowledge on that. So I'll be covering what is called attended installation, what is called unattended installation, what is called silent installation. All the things. Then a day before, I'll update you that tomorrow will be a session for installation. Then Either because in my machine, I can't install .NET Framework 3.5, which is because already it is installed. It's already installed. So what we will do then? I'll give permissions for you, for any one of you, to your system. You share your laptop. From here, I'll guide you how to follow the installation process. Now, if your system is already containing some other SQL Server software, no issues, no problem, no problem. You can continue with that, no problem at all. Doesn't mean like because I'm using this version that you also should use the same version. No. First requirement for installation. And second, operating system. And I'm talking about real time, please. What do you need? You need Windows 2003, Windows 2000 also, Windows 2000, Windows 2003, Windows 2008. What? Server OS. Normal OS? No, not normal OS. Windows Server OS. Operating system. And what about clients? What about clients? So I'm talking about operating system for whom? Server machine. For server machine. And for clients, now I'm talking about operating systems for clients. Operating system for whom? Clients. Which OS? They can be anything. Windows XP also fine, 7 also fine, 8 also fine, 10 also fine, 11 also fine, Linux also fine, Unix also fine. Clients can be on any platform. Clients can be on any platform. And when it comes to RAM, one important thing regarding RAM, what I have experienced is 4 GB RAM also. If you have, no problem. Yes, you can install. You can install. If in your, I'm talking about your personal laptop. If your personal laptop contains RAM of only 4 GB, no doubt, no issues you face, successfully SQL Server can be installed. But the problem is it works quite very slow. That is the reason it is recommended to have greater than or equal to 8 GB as standard. 8 GB. So that performance-wise, working-wise, you may not face issues, you may not face problems. And what about hard disk? HDD, hard disk. For hard disk, the recommended software, you know one thing, if you are installing total SQL Server software, full you can say, full SQL Server software, then you need to have at least, greater than 6 GB. Yes, greater than 6 GB. And why we will test now? Because I have one instance I have with full version. Let me show you. C drive, program files, SQL Server, default instance, reporting, analysis, right click, properties. See, I said 6 GB, 3 also 952 MB only. If you go to shared services, services, you understand? So that is fine, greater than 6 GB. Hard disk can say. And if at all you're not installing full software, like you're not installing integration server, you're not installing reporting server, you're not installing analysis server, then in that case, Hardly 1 GB is enough. 1 GB is enough, more than enough. 1 GB will be used for what? DB engine. DB engine for what? Database server. 1 GB is sufficient for database server. Full software greater than 6 GB. Greater than 6 GB. And when it comes to processor, I'm talking about speed, please. What type of processor? We are not bothered on. We are bothered on speed. Recommended 2 gigahertz is recommended. Why 2 gigahertz? Because we are doing it on server, na? Windows Server OS. So Windows Server OS is heavy. So considering that, it is always suggested to have what? More good speed of the processor. I'm not saying you should have Intel processor. AMD processor type is not bothered. It is not our requirement. We are bothered on speed of the processor. And what is the speed? We are focused with 2 gigahertz. 2 gigahertz. Yes, these are your system requirements. Yes, from my end, I'm done. You have anything still to ask me? Go ahead, please. Tomorrow, I'll discuss about SQL Server tools. Yeah, this is one theoretical part which is remained for us. And after that, I'll discuss about one tool quite more in detail. After that, we are into practicals. So more 1 or 2 sessions we need to focus on practicals. Actually, the tool related already in our regular batch, I already have come up with those architectures, everything. Just I have to share with you the working process of it. That's it. Only that part is remained. Pictures I already have done in our regular session. The same pictures I'll directly explain you. 9 p.m. Yeah, these things. SSMS1. This is one part. Then SSMS2. This is second part. And then SSMS3 is third part. That's these 3 things you cover over. Then I'll take you to installation part. We'll discuss about installation. After completion of that SSMS explanation. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll take up this SQL Server tools. Tomorrow. You have any questions to ask me, go ahead, so that I'll explain them if anything that you could not understand properly. Otherwise, we'll wind up the session. For all I'm saying. Ganesh, was it clear for you everything? Neetu?
Yes, sir, clear.
Clear, no? Okay. Sagar? Sagar, can you hear me?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Yeah, followed, no? Understood, no? Okay, fine. Venkat?
No.
Venkat, is it clear?
Yeah, clear. And
Okay,
the
fine.
enterprise edition, it support all features. Okay.
Sorry?
What type of features it will support? Sir?
What type of features?
Enterprise edition. It is
Enterprise edition.
Yeah.
I said na here, some of them already I highlighted here. It is suitable when your applications are large and supports, all features. Nothing will be skipped here. Nothing. Every facility is available. Every feature. Every feature of what? Old versions, new versions, everything is available. Nothing is like, skipped off it. Everything is available. And that is best suited for cluster environment. That is most important. Non-cluster, our system comes also in a part of non-cluster. Single machine, standalone environment where you'll have only one production server. Database size very flexible. They give 524 petabyte. Microsoft give. Nodes limit we don't have. No limit. No limit. 2012 onwards only. 2012 onwards, this facility is removed. Previously, we used to have limited for 16 nodes. 1616. That complete process they removed.
Yes.
Got it?
Yeah, but
Right. Okay, chalo, right. Fine.
Hello, hi, sir.
Yeah, Sagar. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, sir, this is my first class.
Ah.
Sir, generally in terms of DBA, there is a mention like L1, L2, and L3.
Ah.
So what comes under like L1, L2, and L3 basically?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, sir. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, sir. Hello.
1 second. Yeah. 1 second. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So here, when it comes to SQL DBA, as you asked me, what is L1, L2, L3? This is all about supporting levels. We call supporting.
Yes.
When it is L1, it means that you are going to do basic issues that will be in general. Can I say like this? In general, when you join as a DBA, immediately company will not give you to hold responsibilities of directly on production server. They won't give. So they will make you first work on non-production environment, non-production environment. And in that non-production environment, they will ask you to resolve basic issues, very basic issues. Like someone is facing a problem, towards connectivity. Someone is facing problem towards, accessing. Such type of petty issues they will ask you to resolve. L3 is experienced profile. Experienced. You understand? So any critical issue, any any complex issue, any advanced issue, what do you call technical issues that we come across, that profile will be L3. Support levels.
Okay.
Do you understand? L1 is basic support. L3 is critical support, critical, advanced level.
Okay.
You understand? L2 is like kind of mediator, where you can say that little experienced kind of technical issues you are going to resolve in L2. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that is about what levels of support. And it depends on how good you are in understanding and implementing those things. Okay?
Okay.
Chalo, right. Yeah. Anything else? Right. Tomorrow's class, I'll start about this SQL server. tools, and slowly we'll enter into our next part. So bye.